So now we are starting with another chapter, that is the Gauss theorem. And before we go to Gauss theorem directly, there are a few things that have to be studied. So the first thing over here is area. Now area, as we have studied, we have always been concerned about the area or magnitude of area of a surface. But here we will be studying area as a vector quantity. Area is considered to be a vector quantity. And why area is considered to be a vector quantity, we will take this later. But before taking the reason why area is considered to be a vector quantity, I think we should understand that what should be the direction of the area vector. Now, magnitude everybody knows. We have studied mensuration, how to calculate area of different shapes and figures. So we should talk about direction. Now, this is orthogonal unit vectors I, J, K, and what I have taken a rectangle of length 6 meter, breadth 2 meter. So the magnitude of area will be mod of area vector will be 6 into 2, that is 12 meters square. Now the direction of area vector is always perpendicular to the surface. And now if this is the surface, direction of the area vector can be perpendicularly outwards, and it can also be perpendicularly inwards. It can be perpendicularly outwards, or it can be outwards. This is outwards and this is perpendicularly inwards. Now there are two possible directions for the area vector over here. So here I have taken it as, therefore here with the help of orthogonal unit vectors, k cap, I see k cap is perpendicular to the area vector, perpendicular to the surface. The k cap outwards, the direction can be k cap, which is outwards, and the direction can also be minus k cap, which is inwards. So therefore there can be two directions, one can be k cap and other can be minus k cap. Thus area vector can be written as, now when we talk about vector, we are concerned with both magnitude and direction. So the magnitude is 12 and the direction is minus k cap. That means what I have taken the area of the surface and minus k cap, which is perpendicular to the plane of paper inwards, perpendicular to the surface inwards, perpendicular to the surface inwards. I have taken area as minus 12 k cap, and another area vector can be simply 12 k cap, where 12 is the magnitude and k cap, which is outwards, is the direction of the area vector. Now both are correct, but this is a bit confusing because here the direction is very ambiguous. We are not very specific about the direction. So what do we do? So what we decided is, while solving a question, we would consider only one direction of area vector, which will not change throughout the question of the problem. That is, according to our choice, we can take any direction which is perpendicular to the surface for the area vector, but once we have decided with the direction, we will not change the direction of the area vector throughout the question until and unless we have solved the question. Thus, for open surfaces, now what are open surfaces? All planar surfaces, planar, two-dimensional. All planar surfaces can be considered as open surfaces. Like rectangle, square, circle, trapezium, parallelogram. All these figures can be drawn on a piece of paper or can be drawn on a plane. These are all two-dimensionals, therefore they are called open surfaces. So when I am talking about open surface, I mean to say a planar surface. Now for all planar surfaces like this rectangle, it is a planar surface. For all planar surfaces, the direction of the area vector can be both perpendicularly outwards or perpendicularly inwards. But when we solve a question, we will decide the direction of the area vector, and throughout the question, the direction of the area vector we will consider the same. We will not change the direction. For example, if we took minus 12k cap as the area vector over here, so if I have to solve some numerical related to the area vector, throughout the numerical I will consider area vector as minus 12k cap meter square. So area vector can have two directions. For open surfaces, area vector can have two directions perpendicular to the surface, outwards or inwards, either up or down. But we will consider only one direction while solving a numerical, and throughout the question the direction will remain the same. Now for surfaces like circle, cube, cuboid, parallelepiped, etc. Now these surfaces like not circle, I should take a sphere over here. This should be a sphere. Sphere, cube, like for sphere, cube, cuboid, parallelepiped. Now these surfaces have something in common, which is they are all three-dimensional. And since these are regular figures, a sphere is a regular figure. A sphere is a regular figure. Therefore, we consider them to be a closed surface. They are three-dimensional. They are closed from all sides. So therefore, they are closed surfaces. So for these surfaces like sphere, cube, cuboid, parallelepiped, etc., the area vector we consider to be perpendicularly outwards, or we call it as normally outwards. Normal meaning to say normal to the surface outwards. Now in case of these three-dimensional surfaces like a sphere, cuboid and cube, or closed surfaces, the area vector has a particular direction and which is always normally outwards. We do not take normally inwards. We always take it normally outwards. And why do we take normally outwards? Because it is very convenient. And when we will solve questions and numericals, we will get to know why it is so convenient to take normally outwards. So in case of closed surfaces, we do not have any confusion. The direction of the area vector we will consider always normally outwards, or perpendicularly outwards, that is at angle 90 degree to the surface. Thank you. The next we will take electric flux in the next video.